It's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your daily release. I don't know who this is going to apply to, but it's going to apply to somebody. I'm going to ask my son to turn that down a little bit. Georgie, turn that down.
Okay.
Good listening. Guys, I want you to hang in there, okay? I want you to hang in there. I want you to hang in there, okay? You have to understand there's this great tug and pull with the 3D and the 5D. We are spirits having a human experience. And this human experience that we're having as eternal beings is like, it really puts us in a position to where we can actually experience hurt that we would not otherwise experience if we were in our eternal bodies. And when we are in our eternal bodies, things are so much more clear. But then when we come into this incarnation, it's like there are so many things that have to be sifted through as everything is so busy. You do know that 3/5 of Americans take some type of anti-anxiety medication or something like that, because this world is filled with so many things that invoke anxiety and just feeling like, oh my God, like what is all of this that I have to maintain? And you're being pulled in so many different directions. And then when you have these stars aligning the way they are, it is all a part of God's plan. That's why you see this angel right here. I don't ever want you guys to doubt whose side I'm on. I'm a light worker here to uplift those who need upliftment. I don't know what these cards are going to say. However, you will know if it applies to you or not. If it does, I ask that you hit like and subscribe. Leave your comments. Hit that bell so that you can get those notifications. Okay. All right. Now, many of you have faith. Many of you are praying. A lot of you are starting to realize your value, your worth behind something that you just endured. I do readings every day. Several of them a day. I know it's in the air. Many people are separating from their significant others because this entire retrograde in Scorpio was meant to shine the light on what no longer serves you. You thought it was serving you. You thought it was something that you could make work. Even though you likely didn't want to be in it at times, there were so many inconsistencies in whatever relationship you were in anyway. Part of you really knew it would not stand the test of time, and probably many of you tried to end the relationship before it got to the point where it got to. Because a lot of people, ended on a really sour note with their significant other. When their past significant other had your past significant other listen to you. Really genuinely listen to you when you were telling them, look, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't care if we have children together or not. I'm not going to stop you from seeing your children. You can see your children whenever you want, okay? But me and you are done. I need my peace. My sanity is more important to me than trying to hold on to something that's just not fulfilling. It's not working. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it's giving me vibes that I don't like, that I don't need, that are creating situations within me that likely would not have as much of a hold on me as they had when you were in the relationship with that person. So a lot of you really are in prayer mode. A lot of you are really depending on your ancestors your spirit guides, your angels. You understand what I'm saying? You are depending on those higher powers to give you that final balance, to get you away from the volcanic, situation that you came out of, right here into this water. Water represents love. You're communicating with your angels and with those powers that be, that work behind the scenes for your benefit. And right now, all you want and all you need is love. And that's how you feel. That's what yellow represents, feelings. You're really working on trying to get right. Be that pure individual that you were meant to be. And that right there really does represent the solar plexus chakra. It faces up toward the heart chakra. And the red wings represent you now really focusing on what it is that you have to be grateful for out of all of this. And that's what you're focusing on. And that is what is bringing you the peace and the balance that you've been needing for so long. It's here. It's at work. It's at work. And so some of you are starting to really feel a lot more at ease and a lot more at peace, despite what's going on in the 3D, because now spiritually you are becoming a different person. And that is what's going to save the day. So keep doing what you're doing, okay? It's going to lead to the finality of your rebirth. Okay? It's going to lead to the finality of your rebirth. Excuse me. And the finality of your rebirth is going to bring you to a place where you are able to really tap into your divine power, step into your divine mission here on this planet. And you're really going to start recognizing what it is that you came here to do. Many of you have, it's like the decision card is in the middle, And this is a little strange to me. It's like you made a decision to cut something off. See her, the Queen of Swords. She cut off something that no longer was serving her. She made that decision. She's going to come out victorious. This is what this represents, victorious. You're being acknowledged for the work that you put in to get yourself out of a situation that was not working for you any longer. And yeah, I'm sure it did come with a lot of pain, because you have no idea how many people are in pain right now. I mean, and the type of pain that hurts worse. I mean, there's physical pain and there's internal pain. And internal pain ain't no damn joke. We know that. But it was that internal pain that was required in order for you to really recognize that you were born to be this empowered being that is meant to raise the vibration on the planet. Whether you do that just by being who you are, opening doors for people, smiling at people, being kind to people. Even if they do take advantage of you, you got to understand that says everything about them and nothing about you. And once you get to the place where you really are able to say, well, I tried to be kind to this person really didn't reciprocate that. Okay, that didn't kill me. It's not going to kill me. What's new? I see people like this all the time. I've lived with people like this. I've been with people like this. You guys have to realize this behavior is nothing new. But that doesn't mean that you don't keep your side of the street clean by making sure that you leave a good taste in the divine's mouth with your behavior. A lot of this does take sacrifice. The hangman represents sacrifice, being in a voluntary position of discomfort where you can finally reach that eureka moment. See, he's having a eureka moment, like, eureka, I found it. And you never would have found your true value had you not sacrificed what you thought you loved or what you might love that just was not serving you. It was not serving your highest good. It was not serving your health. It wasn't serving your psyche. It was not serving anything about you. It really wasn't. You went through periods of anxiety, right? Many of you likely got to the 10 and recognized the sabotage that this individual was really trying to inflict on you and probably is still trying to inflict on you. And there's an offer. A lot of you are probably being given offers of love. You know what I'm saying? From people. I want you to look at that hand. See, at first I thought that was an offer of love, from the universe. You have to understand that little hand is an offer from a person. And you are cloaked in your heart chakra. You're protecting what you have. And the blue on his legs represents the throat chakra. Okay? And you're communicating that you're not going to take this offer of love because you've been here before. You've experienced this before. So you're like, no, I'm not going to take another cup that just was empty. I'm not going to take this cup. I've been here before. Either with you or with others, whatever. I'm not taking this cup. I'm not accumulating a whole bunch of cups that are empty. I want cups that are full. Thank you. And I will be in this uncomfortable position of sacrifice until, because see, I'm sitting on a foundation of love. Green represents the heart chakra. I'm sitting on a foundation of love. I can make my own money. A lot of you are saying that. I can make my own money. I could do my thing. Don't worry about that. It would be nice to have other half to let me know that I can, securely go ahead and recover from things that, I need to recover from. But if you ain't going to be there to help me recover, and I've been there to help you recover every damn time you've needed recovery. But then when it's time for my recovery, your ass is like out in bed with somebody else. And this person thinks that they're going to be able to come back and like offer you a cup of love, That's empty. It's empty. And you're smart enough now to know it's empty. And you're not going to take it. You got your hands crossed like, you know what? Forget that, dude. I'm looking for happiness. What you've done has been illuminated. That's what the sun represents, illumination. Some of you likely have children or a child that you have to take care of, that you have to be a rock for. And that is what you are doing. It makes you happy and it makes that child happy. No matter how you're feeling, you keep those feelings to yourself as much as you can. Although, you know what, sometimes maybe you do cry in front of your child or children or whatever, because you know what, it hurts to be betrayed by anyone, let alone somebody that you actually gave more credit to than they deserved. So you chose to cut off what no longer served you and replace it with happiness because you have clarity over the situation. And you're going to be gaining more clarity as time goes on. You don't want any more burdens. Life is not meant to be filled with burdens. Our actions are what create the burdens. But you know what? We could drop those wands and start over anytime we want to. We don't have to hold on to any burdens we don't want to. And I know that sounds easier said than done. And that's where your angels and your spirit guides and ancestors and the divine come in. That's when you start to pray. That's when you start to pray. And that was your first card, the star, which represents prayer. They are there. They are there. Now, with regards to this divine feminine, divine masculine stuff, you know what? I just feel like Spirit is saying, put all of this to the side. Don't put much thought into it. It's just, it's whatever it is, it's just not time to be focused on this. It's time for you to focus on you. And if you do that, you know, you'll be able to focus on getting your money back in order, getting your credit back in check. You understand? Because the relationship you were in was with someone who clearly was not supporting you financially. Why would the universe have to offer you this big pinnacle if the person that you were with was taking care of business financially? Now you have to take care of business financially, and Spirit is giving you this opportunity for financial change, positive change. And all you have to do, for those of you who are in a position where your money is not right, start asking. I'm telling you, that's what your angels are saying. All you got to do is ask me, baby, and I'll tell you. But it's your belief in what you've requested that gives your request power and the ability to receive the answer power. So you pull the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the same column. You have a new way of thinking. Your money is starting to increase dramatically. You're nurturing what needs to be nurtured, which is not only yourself, but if you have any children or anything like this, she's a nurturer. She's the boss lady, baby. This goes for males or females, okay? This is an energy card, okay? It doesn't really necessarily have to mean it's a male or a female. If you are the male, you know, who has someone to nurture, or you have to nurture yourself right now, take care of yourself right now, okay? Tomorrow will take care of itself. Take care of yourself today. Give yourself love today. Love yourself today. Recognize what it is about you that is so lovable. Because you got lots and lots and lots of things about you that are lovable. And you need to recognize those things, because those are the things that you need to let just encompass you. You're already encompassed with it, but you need to recognize it. Whomever this reading is for, I mean, I want you to look. Right now, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Well, what's next? The Ace of Wands? I do believe so, because you put in so much hard work to try to ascend and to ascend and to understand what you need to understand about the ethereal and about how it works in the human plane. And those are such contrasting energies. You understand what I'm saying? If you think about it, I mean, it's such a contrast. I mean, what we understand as human beings versus what we understand as spiritual beings, and trying to bring that together, it's like this weird like ebb and flow that happens. Well, you got to get used to that ebb and flow. And you have to apply your spiritual growth to your physical being. And you have to become centered, mind, body, and soul. And that is, if you request anything from your angels and spirit guides, request that you be centered, mind, body, and soul. You know, that you avoid harsh substances, that you avoid harsh circumstances, avoid harsh communication with people. Just stay away from those energies. You don't need that right now. If you've got somebody harassing the hell out of you and thinking that they can do whatever the hell they want and just have it their way, take your butt to the courthouse and get a restraining order. Videotape this person standing at your door, acting irrational or whatever, Or if you've been irrational because somebody's overstayed their welcome in your home and you've told them that they need to leave, go to the courthouse and handle your business in the carnal and know that the universe will take care of the rest. That was your news of work. News of what to do. A page of wands is a messenger of what to do. A page of pentacles is a messenger of work. A messenger of money. So many of you are going to get messages of money, and that fell right on top of your Ace of Pentacles. Don't worry about your finances. There may be a spiritual union coming your way, but always make sure you're on the lookout with regards to their character, what they're saying, what they're doing, if they're being inconsistent. You've been given the green light to go and go out and experience new things and allow yourself to be loved and allow yourself to love others. If you find a new love, baby, it looks like it's coming. It looks like it's coming. But how can it come if you stay in the house, baby? You got to get out there. That's why I take my son to the beach. I take my son, to the racetracks. I take my son to, things here and there. You never know where you might find the love of your life. You really don't. That means get out there. The Fool represents you getting out there and starting a new beginning. But it looks like somebody's going to be trying to rush in, actively rush in. Probably that person that you left behind before you find that person. But unfortunately, that person who wants to rush in is so damn confused about who they want to pick. If they want to pick you, their mistress, this girl over there, that girl over there, and you ain't got time for that. You too grown to be playing them games. If you don't want me and you don't know, and it's like this big old decision that you have to make, well, let me make the decision for you. I'm no longer an option for you because I don't want you. So with that being said, I guess I've helped you narrow things down. Yes, it may cause them some heartache, but what about the heartache that they caused you? What about that? Don't forget about that and don't give them another opportunity to do it again because you've worked so hard to come out of this space of heartache. Why would you allow yourself to go back into it? It's not logical. We all know that third-party situations ain't cool. They're hurtful. And you got to keep a lookout for these people who want to be in your life, who are already married or who already got things going on, and they just lie because they just want to have so many damn partners, sexual partners, because they don't know how to be fulfilled themselves. They don't know how to commit. They're incapable of it. They weren't taught how to do it. They don't know how to do it. So why would you give them an opportunity to break your heart again? Look, this person wants to rush in, but they're so confused about who the hell they're going to pick to love. They still think they have you as an option. They still think that their little magical powers over you still work. Well, they don't. These third-party situations are hurtful. It's betrayal. It's the highest level of betrayal, in my opinion. Somebody wants to be chained to you. I'm telling you, they have an addiction or some kind of obsession over you. And that's why they want to rush back in before you find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Before somebody else finds you. And before what you've manifested, which is a new life that includes love. Because you can make your own money, baby. Money is not an issue. The issue is you giving birth to the right ideas, giving birth to the right things in your life that will allow you to move on with your life and be fulfilled from now until forever. That you no longer enter relationships or situations that do not serve you and won't serve you. Yes, there are lessons to be learned. However, I feel as though many of us through this past heartache, we've learned to stay away from these immature pages of cups who call themselves the King of Cups, and then we fall for their shit, and then find ourselves right back at square one. And Spirit is going to test you with, you know, these people who like to play mind games, cloaked in green, right? Cloaked in green, cloaked in fake love, right? Hiding what they really have, which is a trick up their damn sleeve, and they're standing on all their wants. All they care about is what they want. Even their hair is orange. Orange represents the sacral chakra, which is related to the words I want. And look at those gray clouds, you know what I'm saying? Trying to cover up the environment. It looks real stormy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep an eye out for those people. Let what you let die, die, so something new can take its place. Release what it is that you think that is so important to hold on to. You've already had your tower moment. What's going to happen is the other person is going to have some kind of tower moment based on what they did, because this card fell on top of the third party situation card. And due to that, when things fall down, you don't want to be anywhere near. You don't want anything to do with it. That's why you cut it off. And that's why I recommend, for those of you who are being harassed by someone who just wants to be shackled to you for whatever weird reason, and you've told them that you don't want to be with them or whatever, when all this shit goes down for them because of what they put into the universe and it's coming back to them, you don't want to be anywhere around when all their secrets come out of their pocket. I mean, you just don't. At one time, you wanted to be there with popcorn to watch the damn show. But now, you know what? You've gotten to a point where you're like, dude, your circus, your monkeys, you deal with it. My new beginning is here. I'm moving on. Because I am love. I am the Queen of Cups. I am love. And I know how to love with the absence of judgment. And I may have a different disposition about it. Nonetheless, the outcome is always love. And there is your Ace of Wands. Once you accept yourself for who you are and realize, regardless of your highs, your lows, what's not perfect right now according to you and who you are right now and all that, that's going to be fixed, baby. Because the universe has given you all 4 elements to work with to create the life that you want to create. So watch your thoughts, watch what comes out of your mouth, watch what you write down. If you're not the one feeling left out in the cold, the person who left you out in the cold is now feeling left out in the cold. This can also represent you feeling left out in the cold. You know, it looks to me like the person behind you could be somebody that's kind of really depending on you to be strong right now, even though you may not feel very strong emotionally. It's like you're here, right? You're looking down at what's cold, you know, but this other person that's with you is looking up at those pentacles. And they're actually trying to be your support system, even though they're the ones who are actually more vulnerable than you are. Keep working on it. Keep working on it. You can do it. And your angels and your spirit guides will be there to support you to work on what it is that you need to work on so that you can be complete, mind, body, and soul. They are going to support you because what you're asking for is completely reasonable within their realm. You're not asking for anything that is not justified. So in closing you out, whomever this applies to, you have been given your rite of passage to your high priestesshood. You know what the other person did that you ended a relationship with recently. You know everything. Matter of fact, you know too much. You know so much to the point where you just don't want to know anymore. You just want to watch your tarot readings, and you want to hear readings for once that only talk about, you, and offer you the guidance with regards to how you can move forward, or the way that you move forward. Spirit, let them know. This card means something has to end in order for something to begin. So whatever you know that has to end in your life so that something else could take its place, let it end. And yeah, when you let it end, the person who thought that they had you like that and who thought you would never leave and just put up with their shit forever, yeah, they're going to be angry, but they're part of your past now. Don't live in the past. Let the past slip away like the dirt off your body when you take a shower. They're no longer your concern. You are your concern now. And those of you who have children, it's you and your children who you put all of your energy and attention into now. That is what you do. And let the universe let things unfold the way that they are meant to unfold. The universe is not going to hurt the non-virtuous. The universe has a thing for those who are virtuous and have a sense of a consciousness when they do something wrong that they know would hurt somebody else. So that is your daily release, and I hope that helped many of you. If you felt that applied to you, like, share, leave your comments, hit that bell so you can get your next message. Namaste, loves.